Well, hey ManCave, this is Bob from DaBob's N-Scale ManCave, and today we're going to review the Olympian Hiawatha FP7A, B, and C units, this time with sound, ESU Loksound. Also, we're going to be reviewing this Olympian Hiawatha from Milwaukee Road 9-car set. Also, this is lighted right from Kobo shops. So let's go take a look. Okay, these FP7s from Kato came direct from the Kobo shops, and they were installed with the Select Micro sound decoder from ESU Loksound, and so sound and everything else is set up for it, and we're going to take a look at that on the inside. Okay, these FP7As and B all come with the standard Milwaukee Road paint job on the side, and of course the Milwaukee Road name on the side of the B unit. They are not on the A units, so that was kind of interesting, but there is a logo right up in here for Milwaukee Road. Do have the horns, winterization hatches up here, some radiator fans and so forth. Standard round windows on the side, little porthole type windows, and you can see the ladders and everything for the crew entry into the locomotive. And also, well, a B unit does not have a cab, and that's just a powered engine basically. Take a look at this C unit. And as you can see, that's the front of your A unit. You can see the horns right up here. The roof detail. Winterization hatch over one of the radiator fans. More detail right up here. Get some light on that. You can see the detail of the trucks. Not too bad detail on the Katos right now. Could be better, but you know, that's the way it goes. The bottom, not too detailed, but still overall a good looking model. Now to see how this thing sounds. Okay, before we start the sounds, Kato sends ESU Loksound information, startup guide and so forth. What the horns can be reprogrammed as, what all the default functions are, technical aspects, and some diesel sound volume control table and so forth. That little information. Okay, here's the headlight. Here's the dimmer of the headlight, option 12. And here is it off. Okay, here's the inside of an FP7 with the ESU Loksound decoder installed. Got the decoder right in here. All the wires are wired in. Looks like they modified the existing light board that was in there. So left the light bulb and all installed, and they just soldered in all the wires to where it needs to be, isolating the motor right here with the Kapton tape, and we got the speaker back here in the back. Well, let's start with operation. Let's see. So this is still on decoder address 3, so we're going to start with 1 speed step. 2 speed steps, 3, 4, 5, and stop. In reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stop. Okay, let's take a look at the sound. And startup is F8. And that's startup. F0 is your headlights, which those are on. We have the bell, F1. F2 is the horn. Yeah, that's loud. F3 is coupler clank. Okay. F4 is dynamic brake, but that only sounds when it's running in motion. There's no rotary beacon or Mars light. F7 is switching mode. I'm not sure what that's going to pretty much do. Might slow things down. F8, of course, is your prime mover on and off. F9 is a drive hold. So if you want to not move your locomotive but make the sound like the engine's running up, that's what you do. Then hit F9 again and the engine slow momentum up to that throttle setting. F10 is an independent brake. F11 is radiator. You can kind of hear the radiator right now. Turn the radiator off. And just wind it down. F12 will dim the headlights, which it does. I'll show you that later. F13 is an aux, which is not used. F14 is not used. F15 is a spitter valve fast. F16 is a spitter on shutdown to turn it off. Sometimes when it is shut down, the spitter valve sound would still go when nothing's going on. You can turn that off. F17 is an auto brake set and release. And it doesn't make a noise. F18 is sanding valve. And that's it for the sounds right now. Wait. Let's do shutdown. And you can still hear the spitter valve going on even after shutdown. And you could turn that off by hitting that F16. And I just shut off the spitter valve. Okay, I've got all three of these on here. All three of these locomotives have sound in them. So we're going to take a look at what it sounds like to blow a horn with all three of these connected and all the sounds with the current volume setting, which is set to maximum in the CVs. I'm not sure why they set the horns and everything else to maximum, but they are really loud. And so I'm just going to give you a little taste of that. Here's the bell. Yeah, horn is really loud. Let's turn them all on. Okay, the 9-car passenger set comes with lights, and even without the lights, this whole set does come with a display track and a Unitrack. And so we're going to take a look at all the lights turned on in this set. I'm going to put it all together and show you all the cars with the lights on. Okay, this is the baggage dormitory car. The first car in the consist behind the locomotives, and as you can see, it's pretty well lit up. I do have some ambient sunlight in here so you can at least see the car a little bit. We'll get some full darkness shots here later. Next car we have is going to be a 48-seat coach. As you can see, that is pretty well lit up as well. You can actually see the seats inside. And we've got another 48-seat coach coming up behind that one. And all the seats look great. You can see all the details in there. Next one here is the Superdome. I'll stop it right here. The Superdome, it's lit up underneath the Superdome, but the light bleeds up through the top up in here, so it kind of lights up the Superdome as well, which is pretty nice. It gets a kind of a reflection of the lights coming up right along the edges there, and it really stands out. You can see right up here along the very top, you got that white bar, it looks like. Well, that's the right light reflecting up through some slots in the floor of the Superdome on the second floor. So it does kind of light up both halves. Looks pretty nice. Okay, this next one is the diner car. And that looks pretty good as well. The next section is the Tour Lux Sleeper. And that's Tour Lux. And that's it looks pretty nice. It's not a full bed kind of sleeper. It's more of a sit in your own seat, lean back kind of sleeper. And then the next one is a 10x6 sleeper car. And that has, looks like some individual rooms in it. And it's all lit up very nicely. And there's another 10x6 sleeper. And then the last car, the DB Lounge Observation car. And that one is lit up very nicely. You got some red marker lights right in here. Kind of hard to see in this light, but the whole back of the dome is lit up. The inside area, you can see inside there. There's little rooms and so forth. Here you got a better view of those red marker lights on the side here. And in the previous review I did, those are lit up on the non-lighted versions, along with kind of the back half is all lit up normally without that lighting kit installed. And of course the rear tail light as well is on, and it is an all-around good looking, great looking, with all the lights installed on it. So far I have not noticed any problems with the lights flickering while it's moving, so that's a good sign, because they must have done a real good job with installing the lights and making sure that they don't lose connections. Okay, I took the cab off of one of the coaches so you could see the inside of what this looks like with lights on it. The lights, it's one great big plastic light bar up here on top, and with an LED down here at this end, which shoots the light down this light bar and spreads the light out evenly. What Kobo did, and what probably most of you should do if you are manually lighting up your smooth side cars of any style, is to hot glue this LED light in place so it doesn't move around. And here's the hot glue up close on this lighted car. And as you can see, there's two hot glue, one on each side, to keep the sides in place so that these brass connections back here stay connected to the LED that's mounted right up here on top. Right up here. And the LED will shine right down this light tube, spreading out the light throughout the car. And this is pretty much how they do it for each and every one of the cars. This is at 60 speed steps. Hey ManCavians, this is Bob from DaBob's. Cut. There you go, ManCavians. That's been my review of the Kato. Cut. Milwaukee Road. Cut. There you go, ManCavians. That's been my review of the Kato Milwaukee Road Olympian Hiawatha 9-car set and 3 FP7 locomotives. One A unit, a B unit, and another A unit or C unit, all with ESU Loksound DCC decoders, and great sound. Great motor control as well. Didn't have a problem with starting and stopping. It had some momentum built into it. Great moving and great sounding locomotives. The lights on the cars were excellent. They're all hot glued in so that the LED does not lose its power coming up from the track, and that's been usually a problem with people who put stuff in manually. They don't secure it in place, so it wiggles around a lot and you lose that connection. And so this way it didn't lose that connection, and it looks great. Other than the sound being too loud, which can be fixed, and the decoupling of a car, this is a great product. And you can still get this at your local hobby stores and online. So if you want to get one, go ahead and get one. I've got two sets actually. I got one without the DCC, well, without the sound and without the lights, but I like this one better. So, as always, ManCavians, happy model railroading. You stay off those tracks. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Check out these videos over here. Also, click on the links down below to follow me on social media. And leave a comment. Tell me what you liked. And as always, ManCavians, happy model railroading and stay off those tracks. Bye.